Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Got rubber gloves on because I'm getting ready to do a dinner. I know. What time is it? 7:26 a.m. and I'm putting dinner in the crock pot so that they can eat at 1 or 2 or whatever. So, my name is Kendra, as I think I said, and this is my channel. And if you're brand new here, I do a whole lot of different things. This month I'm doing a Vlogmas, so I'm doing a little bit different thing every month. But really, that's nothing new for me. I do a little bit different thing every month. Anyway, every day, not every month. So, if you're not new, welcome back. Love to see friends return and chat, and I've gotten to know lots of you, and I really like that. Happy December 11th and Vlogmas number 11. Today's going to be a savory day. I'm making 2 different things, I think, but maybe just one. I'm wearing gloves, like I said. Today I'm going to put, what is this? It is a chuck roast family pack. Does that mean there's more than one? Family pack. Okay, it was $17.46, and I believe that it came from Fred Meyer. I could be wrong. I didn't get this. My husband did. It's been in the freezer. It was good until 12/9, but I thawed it overnight last night here. How much was this a pound? Price per pound, $5.67, and it weighs 3.8 pounds. Now, what do you guys find in your area? Is it about the same? Have you ever made a Mississippi pot roast? I never liked pot roast until I got onto YouTube and caught on to this Mississippi pot roast craze. I love it. Everybody in the family does. So I'll show you what we got. Okay, my players are the roast, 1 stick of butter, and I don't put mine in whole. I cut it in little pieces. As many of these pepperoncinis as you like. I believe the actual recipe calls for 7, and then 3 tablespoons of juice. I'll show you what I do. 1 packet of ranch seasoning and 1 packet of au jus or brown gravy, one of the 2 of these. Okay, here we go. So I have my chuck roast here in the bottom of my crock pot, and I'm going to sprinkle on brown rice. No, au jus. I didn't use brown rice this time. I used au jus. I prefer au jus, I think. I don't know why. But if you don't have it, the brown gravy mix is fine. I don't know what the real difference is. And then, here comes my seasoning, my ranch. I never trust this. I worry that it's too much, but everybody does it, and I've done it in the past, and it's fine. There's a lot of juice when this is over. So those 2 are on there. Now I'll show you with the pepperoncinis. Okay, I didn't do the pepperoncinis next. I did the butter next. And I'm going to show you a screenshot of the recipe. I don't think it matters what order you do it, but I did the butter next. So you want to, some people will just lay a whole stick out, and that's fine. It all ends up melting in the end, but I like to spread the love. Okay, I'll show you what I do with the pepperoncinis now. Okay, if you were able to look at that screenshot during this, I don't know how long it stayed up. I say in there that I'm going to serve it over rice. I never have. I think I just copied that off of wherever I wrote down the recipe the first time. I always serve it with mashed potatoes because roast and mashed potatoes are synonymous here. All right? Okay, so that being said, I don't even measure my juice. I just serve it with love on top. So, my family consists of a whole bunch of grown men and myself. There are 4 grown men living here and myself. Nobody's shy about spice. In fact, they live for it. So I can just pour on more than it says or add more than it says in the way of peppers, and they're very happy campers. So I'm going to put this on low in my slow cooker and turn it on. And then I'm going to just let it go. And if it's done and they're not ready, that's fine. The longer it sits, the better it is. It's just wonderful. Just don't take the lid off. Don't mess with it. You don't have to stir it. Do nothing to it. It's a cook by itself, 1 pot slow roast. Just make sure you get a chuck roast. You don't want another kind of roast. A chuck roast is what you want. See how I put the pepperoncinis up there on the shelf? And I told you about my guys. Tomorrow, there will be one left in that jar. What they do is they come by all day and they notice a jar of pepperoncinis that Mom left in there, and they know we had roast. And I'm done with it. I don't make another recipe right at this time that I know of. So if I find another recipe someday, I'll probably use a whole jar. But anyway, they'll eat them out of the jar like pickles, and they'll be gone. So it's not a problem. I need to do something here, don't I? Ugh, especially as it gets lower. Okay, one more time. 8 hours on low. Don't open it. Don't toss it around. It does what it needs to do all by itself. You can mess with it after it's done. There you go. Be ready at 2 o'clock, our time. I'll show you my coupons I got yesterday. I have these in my prepper pantry, but I don't use them as a regular staple around here. But they're the pouches, I think. Yeah, Heat and Eat pouches. So you save $1 on one. That's pretty good. Kroger, Fred Meyer, Hero, the same thing. And then I got $1.50 when I bought 2 of these. And McCafe is my choice for a regular. And then if I'm feeling fancy, I want to have some of this Pete's Hazelnut Mocha, which is in my cup right this minute. I'm going to get busy with that. Sit down and watch some news. I just turned on my husband's coffee. He doesn't drink the K-Pods like I do. He likes this pretty much, though. If he's desperate and there's none of this made, it's later in the evening, he wants a coffee, he will get a K-Pod, but not a flavored one, a plain coffee. And we are at 5 minutes, 20 seconds left here. Try to knock some off. You can't see. I was trying to knock the moisture so you could see, but I'm not going to open it. You can see some green in there. Okay, I'm going to make that second thing. I'm making some breakfast for the guys / hors d'oeuvres. I got the timer on for 3 minutes because I'm timing his perk coffee. I unplug it at 3 minutes and call it good. Actually, 4 minutes. I wasted a minute before getting here. Okay, you know the recipe for Jimmy Dean sausage balls. You know, sausage, cheese, onion, celery, salt, pepper, whatever. Uses Bisquick. Well, Bisquick, you have been replaced. Look what I've got. Cheddar Bay Biscuit Red Lobster Biscuit Mix. Yes, that is what I'm using with my biscuits, with my sausage balls. It is apparently all that and a bag of chips. I saw it on TikTok, so I'm giving it a try. Oh, another thing never occurred to me until I watched TikTok. I'm gonna do this with my mixer. I've always done this with gloves by hand. There's no need. Okay, gonna get all the ingredients in. Ingredients: 1 pound chub of Jimmy Dean sausage, ½ cup of minced onions, ½ cup of celery, 2 cups of cheddar. I prefer sharp. I didn't have any. I even cleaned it out looking. Only had medium. So 2 cups of medium cheddar, 3/4 of a cup-ish, might even go more, of the Red Lobster Cheddar Bay Biscuit Mix. Yes, please. And then I've got some black pepper to add. Some people put in, garlic. I've got some guys here who aren't that big of fans of garlic, so I'm not going to do that. All right, now I've added everything but the biscuit mix, the Cheddar Bay biscuit mix. So I'm going to do that now. Oh, I forgot to put the lock down. It gets bouncy. Or did I? It gets bouncy anyway, Kendra. It's got a lot in it. Okay, there we go. Then I'm going to use my big scoop here. I'm going to put it down on the foil that is nonstick foil and stick it in a 375-degree oven for about 12 minutes, and that's already reheated. Reheated? Preheated. Okay, here they are. They're on the platter. There are 13 on this cookie tray, not platter. And there's probably 3 or 4 left at least in the bottom here. You don't have to put these real far apart. They're not going to spread like a cookie at all. They're just going to cook. And when they're done, they're going to have this golden crust on them. But I'm going to go further and do the same thing that you do with the biscuits. You get a little foil pack of seasoning, which you melt with a 1/4 cup of butter. And then you mix it with the stuff in the foil cabinet and you brush it on the biscuits. Well, I'm going to brush it on the finished sausage balls. Oh, yes, I am. It's going to be tasty. Here we go. So again, I'm saying at least 3, maybe 4 more on here. So that would leave a total of 14, 15, 16, 17-ish, maybe 18, maybe 16. We'll see. So if I were to do this again, and I'm going to do a double batch. I'm going to freeze the balls before baking, and then I'm going to haul them out for Christmas Eve as a, what do you call it, an appetizer. We usually do appetizers on Christmas Eve and a full-on Christmas dinner. What do you guys do? If you celebrate Christmas or other, do you do like appetizers eve and a meal night, or no appetizers? I like to bring out cookies, stuff like the meatballs, cheese crackers, just the usual suspects. Maybe some fudge, some eggnog, that kind of thing. Anyway, I would freeze them all, put them as balls, put them on a tray, stick them in the freezer. When they're solid, frozen, put them in a bag, label them, and bake them. That's all you'll have to. It'll take you 12 minutes, to make your appetizer for Christmas Eve or whatever it is you're going to use it for. Maybe even New Year's Eve. We do that too. Appetizers New Year's Eve, and in bed usually by about 11:30. I'm an animal here, yes. See, it made 5 more, so that's 22 altogether. Now I made these kind of big. You can make them half the size. I would really watch them when you cook them to just make sure they don't get too brown. You should know what sausage looks like when it's cooked, and if you want to, you can break one in half, and if it comes apart really easily, and you can see that it's done through and through, there you go. Again, this is going to be your friend. This is what you want to use in place. I mean, shout out to Bisquick, but really, Red Lobster is what it is. Okay, I'm going to take this butter now and melt it with the seasoning pack. It says that it's herb sauce, I'm sorry. This herb butter sauce is a 1/4 cup of butter and 1 pouch of the garlic herb blend enclosed. I just gave these another 5 minutes because at 12 minutes they look like they could use it to me. Oh, they smell so good. Here's the melted butter and the herb packet that was in the box of the Cheddar Bay biscuit mix. Looks good. And so I'll just wait until they come out, and then I'll wipe this across them each. Just, a swipe for extra flavor. And the last 5 are in there now. I'm going to give them a whole probably 15 minutes because I know I went longer with the others. Here they are done. I want to show you this golden crispy crust on the bottom. That is pure flavor. These are not for a diet, obviously. Now I'm going to further assault them with some more flavor and fat. Just a little bit of flavor on each one with the packet that came with it. So just like that, it's more than enough. I definitely wouldn't pour it because it's made for bread. But it works for this. Yes, it works. So there's 5 more in the oven. When they come out, I'll do the same. I'm going to do these, I believe, again, like I said, for Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve as an appetizer, not a breakfast. And that's my story. I'm sorry, Bisquick, you're out of style. Okay, I'm going to close now, and if you like what you saw, I hope you'll consider subscribing and saying hello. You don't have to do both. Do one, the other, you could do both. Give me a thumbs up if you think of it. I had some feedback, and I've already said this. If I do them again, I'm going to make them smaller. They're large for breakfast is what it is. So when you do it, do them about half the size if you want. And this feedback said, put a fancy pick in them, like for any appetizer, hors d'oeuvre, whatever. And it'll really ramp them up. You won't be sorry trying this. Go for it. Have a wonderful, great rest of your Sunday. Go Seahawks. Mwah. Bye.